Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's training, which is living freely on your own terms without apologizing for it. So let's talk about the invisible pressure first. Let's get real. Women are constantly handed invisible scripts: how to look, how to speak, how to mother, how to love, how to lead. Be strong. Don't be too assertive. Don't be a bitch. Be successful. Don't be intimidating. Be everything to everyone, but don't be too much. Right? Sound familiar? Get my hair out of my eyes. Here's the truth. You don't have to live by anyone else's rules. Living freely starts when you stop asking for permission and start choosing yourself. Okay, so what does living freely really mean? Freedom is not rebellion. It's alignment. That's alignment. Keep that. Hey, you should be taking notes, by the way. Whenever you listen to my coaching and training, I hope you're taking your own notes because there's always actionable items about moving you forward at the end. So what I just commented on is freedom is not rebellion. It is alignment. And if you're designing a life that actually feels like it's your own, right? Then you would be able to ask yourself certain things. So here's the questions I want you to ask yourself. What do I want more of in my life? What do I want more of in my life? What do I want less of? That's important. What needs of mine have been on hold? In other words, what am I not doing for myself? What am I putting aside that I deserve? And then the answer is, the next question is why? Why am I putting my needs on hold? Okay. And it could be different reasons for different needs. Okay. So living freely might mean saying no without guilt. Just got out of a group session. Amazing the guilt that we carry. It's insane. So we're going to start learning how to put things down and let go of that. So it might be resting, having a day off without apologizing, or taking up some space without justification. So it's going to look different for everyone, and that's the point. All right, so this is going to be an ongoing concept that you're going to be practicing with. Okay, so knowing the difference of your friends versus your true tribe comes up all the time in coaching, all the time. So I decided to kind of do this training. Friends versus tribe, people aren't talking about enough. So I want you to just sit with this. Not everyone in your life is your tribe. It's totally okay. So you may have friends who you really, really love, but they don't understand your growth. And you may feel pressure to stay the same just to keep the peace. Oh my gosh, this happens so much. I see this so much when women are working with me and you start watching them really grow. Okay. Here's the difference. So your tribe actually will hold space for your evolution. They're going to celebrate your growth, even when it pulls you in a few new directions. They're going to see you becoming more you. And in that case, that's when they say, yes, I'm with you, being your authentic self. So it's okay to let some friendships shift to the outer circle, right? You don't have to burn bridges, but you do need to be intentional. You do need to be intentional about who gets access to your energy. It's okay to let some friendships shift to the outer circle. You don't have to burn bridges, but you do need to be intentional about who gets access to your energy. Because your time, your attention, your truth, those are sacred. Hold them sacred. So you want to stay true even when it's uncomfortable. So, being honest, living freely is probably going to stretch you, really. People might question your choices. And, as mentioned earlier, you might feel some guilt or loneliness. You're definitely going to feel some doubt. When you stretch out, you're going to feel some doubt. But it doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It just means that you're growing. Growth challenges the version of you that was trying to survive. freedom builds the version of you that's ready to thrive. Write that down. Growth challenges the version of me that was trying to survive. My new freedom builds the version of me that's ready to thrive. So here's your reminder. You don't owe anyone the smaller version of you. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your boundaries. You don't owe anyone a front row seat in your life just because in the past they always had one. You're allowed to evolve boldly, quietly, unapologetically. Your truth is not a problem. It's your compass. Ready? So let's wrap this up with some action. What's one small or bold move that you can make today? Maybe it's say no without guilt. Set a boundary. Rest without explanation. Reach out to someone who feels like tribe. Just choose one. Start there. Your freedom isn't out there. It starts with you right now by taking action. Now, I want to remind you this too. You don't have to do this alone. You can subscribe right here to my YouTube channel for free weekly content and some powerful coaching tools. I hope you found that today. And you can also join my Unstuck Yourself Facebook group. So that's a space for, real people doing real work and becoming who they were always meant to be. So here's the deal. Your tribe, we're right here. And you, my friend, are wildly welcome.